Imagine a place where the sun kisses the ocean and nature's magic comes alive. Welcome to Costa Rica, a place where adventure meets serenity and every moment feels like a new beginning. Embark on thrilling excursions like horseback riding to hidden waterfalls, where the beauty of nature takes your breath away. Feel the rush as you conquer jungle trails on an ATV, discovering hidden gems around every turn. Savor the flavors of Costa Rica with fresh local cuisine that will leave you craving more. Let the vibrant energy of nature rejuvenate your soul and embrace the Pura Vida lifestyle, a life of pure joy of living in the moment. Whether you seek relaxation or adventure, Costa Rica offers a perfect blend of both, all while connecting with incredible singles just like you. Come experience the magic of Costa Rica with our host site, Tour Hero, and myself as your personal guide. An unforgettable adventure awaits where you'll leave feeling transformed. Hello, good afternoon. All right, I just wanted to jump on really quickly. I'm on my way into the office, as y'all know. This is when I make my videos, morning or afternoon. I'm on my way into the office. Y'all, the pollen is out of this world. I washed my car yesterday. My car is covered in green pollen. So less than one day, the pollen is out of this world. But anyway, I just wanted to jump on and let y'all know that, here's the reality, right? So I had a client say to me the other day, narcissism is on the rise and, there's more narcissistic people now than ever. And what is it? And she was asking me my thoughts and opinions on it. And I was like, if I could be frank, it's not so much that narcissism is on the rise, right? It's trauma. It's woundedness. It's the hurts from people's past and their childhood. I think people are more wounded and traumatized. And then, let's add this. People are also less resilient. So understand that, we have more going on out in the world and people are less resilient. They don't have the grit that they used to have. They don't have the ability to handle the traumas and to handle the things that's coming at them. But I will say this, there are more things coming at them than was in the past, right? So you take something like pornography, and it's not to say pornography was not around in my day, but it is pervasive now. Like, it is everywhere. Our society is hypersexualized, like everywhere you look. I really feel sorry for men, right? I truly do. I feel sorry for men because knowing how they are, knowing how they're wired, and then the thought of having to walk out in a world filled with sexualized images, filled with women walking around half naked, filled with, pornography seconds away on your smartphone or your tablet. And it's no wonder why 98% of them are struggling. 98% use of pornography by men, 66% use of pornography by women. That is the highest it's ever been. And I feel bad for him. I feel sorry for him. I really do. Because it's like, yes, that's how a man's brain is wired. He is wired to, be visually stimulated, and a woman's body is beautiful. A woman's body, we're the sexier sex. So if you look at a man's naked body and a woman's naked body, to me, a man's naked body ain't nothing to write home about. But a woman's naked body is visually appealing. And so, y'all, I gotta clean my glasses. They're walking around in this highly sexualized world, and it's no wonder they can barely concentrate. Like, these men can barely concentrate. Going to the store, coming home, like they can barely concentrate because of all that's going on out here in the world. So I feel bad about that because I'm just like, wow, this world. So is narcissism technically on the rise? I can look up those numbers. I'm gonna vote no. I'm gonna vote no. I think it's still the same, 6% of men and 2% of women that it's always been. But I do think people are traumatized. People are wounded. People are less resilient. There are so many perversive things out in the world that are adding to people's problems. And, it's just so much. All right, there's a fire truck. Let me see if it's turning. It's just so much. It's a whole lot, right? But one thing I will say that is increased 1,000-fold, let me tell y'all what is like 1,000% more than it's ever been, is the audacity. The audacity is higher than it's ever been. And look, men and women suffer from it. It's not a female thing and it's not a male thing. It's a people thing. The audacity is running rampant. The things that y'all want, the things that you expect, is like blowing my mind. And look, people will say to me, well, why you rate yourself so low? Why you rate yourself a 6? You know what? Because that's the real number. Okay? Just because I slept with a 10 at some point in my life, that don't make me a 10. But I'm an average woman. I'm an average woman, and I do the best I can with what God gave me. But what's wild to me is you have below average people. You have below, oh Lord, can I say this? Can I go here? I gotta watch my mouth because I can't make this members only on YouTube. I gotta put this out to the general public. So I'm gonna watch my mouth. I ain't gonna go plumb crazy. But in my humble opinion, I think we have more average looking people, especially women, than we ever have. Average to below average. If you took away the surgery, if you took away the hair weave, if you took away, the boob job and the BBL, and you took away the makeup, and you took away the lashes, and you took away the nails, I think most women are a strong 4 on any given day. Most women are a 4 on any given day. You take all that stuff away, most women are a 4. Okay? So, but it's the audacity for me. And so for the women, it's the putting on of all this crap. Like, it's putting on all this crap. And again, I have no problem with makeup. I wear makeup. But I don't look like a completely different person. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I don't wear weave. I don't wear nails and all of that. But I wear makeup. I don't look like a completely different person with makeup and without makeup. Okay? And, the body enhancement and all that, it's just, yeah, it's a whole lot. And then you have the men. So the women, because they can put on all this stuff and they can basically look like a whole nother person, they think they're a 9 or a 10 and they deserve a 9 or a 10. When in essence, if you took away all that crap, they're a strong 4. So that's what you really deserve, okay, is a 4. Maybe a 4.5, maybe a 5. Okay? And then the men. Let's talk about the audacity running rampant on the men's side. These men. So I got sent the Kendra G video of the guy coming on Kendra G's show, had a baby in the picture, and was in a shelter, was in a homeless shelter. Y'all, that's the most audacious I have seen in a while. Was in a homeless shelter, coming on Kendra G's show, looking for love. And it was his video. It was the video that I talked to y'all about, the guy saying, why y'all gotta make fun of dudes living at home with their mom? Sir, If you are not embarrassed, I will be embarrassed for you. I volunteer to be embarrassed for you. Why are you on the internet making this type of video? It's like this, they go on this press conference about why women should deal with them when they don't have their life together. Right? If you put half as much energy into getting your life together, you won't have to go on this press conference and talk to women about why they should date you when you live at home with your mother, or when you don't have employment, or when you. How about this? Okay, let's keep the audacity going. Then the third video someone sent me about was women interacting with prisoners, women interacting with men in prison, because the dating pool out here is so bad. It's the audacity to me that it's mind altering. It's just beyond mind altering that this is what's happening. Like, is it me? Like, sometimes I be thinking I'm in the Twilight Zone. Like, is it me? There is no way in hell I would ever want to entertain a man in prison. Like, I'm doing fine out here by myself. What? And writing and letting him call, collect, and sending him money to put on his books. What? To get absolutely nothing? Like, huh? Yeah, y'all. But that's what's at an all-time high. What's at an all-time high is delusion. What's at an all-time high is the audacity. So it ain't narcissism. Y'all keep wanting to call everybody narcissistic. They're not. These people are traumatized, wounded, they're emotionally immature. I mean, there's lots of things I can call it, but it's not narcissism. But they are audacious. Okay? They will be in the worst situation imaginable and have the audacity to be on somebody dating show. What was the other one? Pop the Balloon. Somebody sent me a clip where a lady had 5 kids. I think she was 30, early 30s, had 5 kids, and the youngest one was 10 months old and was on Pop the Balloon looking for love. It's the delusion. It's the audacity. That's what's at an all-time high. Okay? The lack of self-awareness. That's what's at an all-time high. That these people don't see what they're doing as problematic. They think they are viable options. It's the audacity. It's the delusion. And you have people like that on dating apps. You have people like that walking around in the world. It's the lack of self-awareness. It's not narcissism, y'all. I hate to bust your bubble, but it's not narcissism. It's something totally different. And you still shouldn't be with it, okay? You still shouldn't entertain it. Just like narcissism, you should not entertain it. But if I'm being honest, it's men and women suffering just the same. I see men and women doing this dumb stuff. Like, really? This is what you're on? It's just wild to me. And look, the women who can barely pay their bills, and they want your money. They want your money. They want you to cash app them to get ready for a date and all this foolishness. Now, they don't know you from Adam, but they want your money. I mean, that's some audacity that you're going to open your mouth and ask me for money to talk to you, to take you out. Like I said, I can't make this up. I cannot make this stuff up. And like I said, I share this stuff with my mother, and she's like, "Is shit what?" I was like, "Yeah." Like, it's wild watching her reaction. My mom, my dad, I share it with my dad. He's like, "Excuse me?" I was like, "Yeah, this is what people are doing. This is the thing. Like, this is what people are doing now." And they're just like, "What kind of craziness is this?" I say, "Yeah, it's real. These people are delusional." And I mean, they doing it with a straight face. Like, they doing it like, what? What's the problem, Anita? What do you mean? Of course he should send me money for my nails and my whatever, and my outfit. Huh? Oh my God. So it's rough out here. Let me look at y'all comments now that I'm parked, and then I'm gonna run in here. But it's the delusion. Narcissism is not on the rise. Good afternoon, Lulu, evolving Lulu 74. Okay. Yep. She said, damn that, Paula. I think it's always been around. We're in the age of information, so we're more aware of it. She's talking about porn. Yeah. Porn is much more readily accessible. Yep. It's destroying people, y'all. Glad to see you live. Thank you. I agree. This dude got mad at me because after talking on the phone for months, he got mad because I told him I knew he was one of those men who expect a woman to invite him to her house, and that was never going to happen. Nope. She said I was blocked on Instagram, so I blocked him back. The audacity. Yeah, it's wild, y'all. Look, and then let me tell you about another video. Like I said, y'all be sending me these videos. I don't go looking for them because I told you I'm not doing no more pop the balloon. I'm not doing no more, posting these crazy videos because it's just all very negative. I don't want that on my feed. I don't want to have comments about, I don't want that. Okay. I'm done with the problem. I'm focused on the solution. There's another video that a creator sent me, and it was all about a guy taking a girl out, and he was secretly recording her on the date. But she said, yeah, right after we matched, I got put out of my place. And, do you live by yourself? And he was like, well, I don't feel comfortable answering that. And she's like, well, just in case you want a roommate. Y'all. And then how you gonna room with a man you just met? How you gonna room with a strange man? Like, it don't make no sense how people are. Mr. underscore Whitaker 5 said, you better say it, yeah, about women being a 4. Strong 4 all day. All day. So how y'all feel about that is how you feel about it. Most women are a strong 4. I could stretch and say a 5, but they think because they got some peen from a man who was a 9.5 that's their level. No, it's not. And if we being brutally honest, I mean, you can get peen from the gamut, right? A 1 all the way up to a 10. Peen does not count. Okay, dang-a-lang does not count. Okay, because the way men are wired, like they're gonna give it to you. They're gonna give it to you because they gotta need this. Apologies, my phone overheated. I made the mistake of plugging my phone in on the drive here, and my phone overheated. But y'all, let me see if my light is working. Oh, my light is looking crazy. Hold on. Y'all, I kid y'all not. There we go. That's a little bit better. I kid y'all not. The audacity is sky high. Okay. So I'm just letting y'all know that, y'all think it's about narcissism. You think it's about, narcissism is running rampant and what has happened to people. I mean, that's a layered question. It's so many things that are happening in our modern day time that our brains cannot fully handle. Our brains cannot fully compute all the content and all the stuff that's coming in. Like all the stuff that's coming in, our brain can't handle it. And you add to that things like, pornography addiction, the social media, the dopamine addiction. You add all that stuff in and we just can't do it, y'all. We can't handle it. So, and then people are just less resilient. So just know everybody is not suffering from narcissism. Okay. But people do have issues. They have delusion. And here's the thing, if I'm being honest, I think people suffer from delusion. I think they're doing it. It's a defense mechanism. I think it's almost like disassociation. I think their delusion is like disassociating. So, yeah, I think they're doing it as a defense mechanism. Like, I'm a strong 4. Let me play like I'm a 9 or a 10. Or let me, have these outrageous, outlandish requests. I think it's like a defense mechanism. So, it's wild out here, y'all. That's all I'm gonna say. It's real wild. I just wanted to let y'all know my phone overheated because it is hot here today, and then I had the audacity to have my phone plugged in when I was told don't do that. I was like, if it's hot until your car cool down, don't plug your phone in, and I did that. So I just wanted to jump on, give y'all that quick message. She said, hopefully this is a lady. If I'm a strong 4, then how should I act? I mean, you should be the best that you can be. Try to step up to a 5 or a 6. Like, ask yourself, can you get to a 5 or a 6? I got to a 6, right? I got to a 6, and I got to a 6 in my personality, in my attitude, in, all the things. I think my cooking is a 9. Like I said, if you want the assessment, I created the assessment so that you can average everything on there and come up with your number. So my cooking is a 9, okay? There's things about me that's a 9 or a 10, and there's things about me that's a 4 or a 5, and so when you average all that out, is a 6. That's all. You just need to know what your average is. But do the best that you absolutely can do for you. He said a lot of women are a 4, some are a 5. Yeah, that's the average woman. And I'm talking without all the enhancements. See, y'all be counting all the enhancements, okay? I'm not, take all that away and what you got. And then remember, we also talking about your personality. We also talking about how interesting you are and all of that. Like, a lot of y'all don't have no hobbies, don't have no interests. You're not into anything. You're boring. Like, yeah, that count too. So, all right. Have a great afternoon. Thank you for watching. And as always, stay open to love.